Hello friends and welcome back to Options to Get Rich, and today we will look what we have discussed in the last video and what lying ahead, because a lot of confusion is there among the group members that Nifty can fall a lot up to 15,000 level and all. Okay, so let's just have a look technically basically what levels are looking good in the nearby terms. We will not look at par terms basically. So let's look for the nearby terms. Like if we see, basically Nifty had a clear support here at this point of time, and this was a clear support which has been broken down. Okay, multiple times, basically one time, two time, three time, and here multiple times this level has been tested, which has been broken. And as I said earlier, like once this low is gone, basically this was the point which I discussed in the last video. Once this low is gone, we will move very fast. And if you can see in the next two candles, once this has been broken in the next two candles, you can see basically how big a move has happened already. We had fallen from 23,700 to 23,000 almost. Okay, now what lies ahead is basically this is a clear gap which we are seeing here for the near term. Okay, so Nifty can on Monday open a bounce with a gap up, as Gift Nifty is showing us. It can open gap up, but ultimately it will come down probably to fill this gap. There is a high possibility to fill this gap. So how we are going to trade it? Basically, we are not going to take a put immediately, but definitely, yeah, once we cross this level, which is the yesterday's low, once we cross this level, we are going to easily see this level. This is the first level which we are going to see. So we can easily capture these points once Nifty is breaking yesterday's low. And before that, we will not enter into puts. Or if Nifty is breaking this high, which is a very rare possibility I see at this point of time, but just in case if Nifty breaks this high, then Nifty can basically go to fill this gap till here, and then we can see a pullback which can come down. So Nifty can just go till here, 23,653 on the upside, and then we can come to fill on the downside. So there is another gap which is pending here on the downside. This is the first gap which we are seeing, and the second gap is here. This is what I am looking forward to getting filled in the coming time frame. Okay, shortly. Okay, now and apart from this, like if you see, I will just remove this line not to create unnecessary confusions. Okay, now if you see, basically if we draw certain trend lines which will give us the idea basically how we are going to see the supports basically. So if you see this here and you draw from here, so we have clearly broken this support. If you see, this is a trend line which was followed, which is broken. So on the upside also, basically when Nifty goes back, this is going to be a resistance. This trend line you should draw in your charts also, so that you can easily monitor when Nifty is touching here. And if any reversal candle is formed on a 5 minutes time frame here itself, you can take a put here also. Okay, which can give you early instead of buying it here when this low is broken. Once this trend line resistance is given and it shows a negative candle here, you can take a put here itself. Okay, now apart from this, basically what are the other trend lines what we are seeing? The second trend line basically which is of importance is basically this is a high and this is a high. So I'm just connecting these two highs which were where a breakout was given. So this trend line will also act as a support. Basically, once Nifty is falling, the previous high which was acting as a resistance should act as support at this point of time. So Nifty will take a bounce from these levels also. So just keep eye on these. And if I look at the option chain also, option chain basically, if we look at the option chain, this is the option chain. Okay, now what we see here is basically, and this is of 30th March. We are seeing still the highest OI is on 23,000, and there is a OI reduction here basically, where the put writers have shifted from here this level to 22,000. Okay, so which we can easily see Nifty drifting on the lower side towards 22,000, and this level should act as a good support, 22,000, for the coming time. Okay, now let's go back to our chart. and see, so this is one level, so which is also showing us around 22,500 should act as a support if this trend line is given the respect. Okay, no, wait, I will have to draw it properly. Okay, so now this is basically going to be 22,243. This kind of levels we can easily see, which you can see here on this trend line. So these two trend lines you should mark. So this trend line will act as a resistance once, probably if we are opening gap up and we go and hit on the upside, basically, like so. Suppose this is on a daily time frame, I convert it to a smaller time frame, and say I convert it to say a 15 minutes time frame. So now you can see here on a 15 minutes time frame, basically if Nifty goes up and hits this trend line here and it forms a negative candle here, then you should take a early put here with this trend lines high as being a stop loss. So this will be a very stop loss for a good risk to reward to coming to below side, basically. Okay, so you can take the monthly puts of 30th March. Okay, so that will be basically, the decay will be also less because expiry is there on 14th. So we will not take weekly put, but we can go for the monthly puts here, and which can give us a good risk to reward in this play. So this is what I feel. Basically, I don't feel market breaking the below of 22 to 21,000, because if I go to 1 day charge again for you guys, so if you see here, okay, so Nifty is still forming a higher high on this 1 day chart. If you see, this is the next high. Okay, and so far we have not so this level, and from above this, basically this is a gap area. So this gap area itself can give a support which is around 22,146, this gap area. So we can just bounce from 22,000 level itself also. So this level will also act as a support, and we can bounce from here also. So don't look for going for a very low value of 15,000 and all. I don't think that we are going to visit in any time soon, because even if you look at the price to earning ratio, basically, which is a critical factor for investment, we are already close to 20.5 or 21, those levels, and if we go to 15,000, it will get much cheaper. Okay, and I don't see that kind of market getting that cheap, even though war and other thing is there. Already that has been factored in. This much of fall is purely because of a war which has accelerated this fall, and the crude prices going up. I don't see this going any further below this point, this gap. I don't see, and this will act as a crucial support. This level will not be broken. That's what I feel, that this level will not be broken and closed below this. Okay, at the most you can see a wick here, you can see a wick here at the most, and you can see probably market going up again. So this will again become a range. So in case we see markets coming, yeah, in case we see markets coming here close to this line and start retracing on the upside, then we can target again back to these highs. Market will one way, two way, three way, and then the fourth way also it will go up. Okay, so I'm not looking for shorting below this level at all. I will not look for shorting beyond below this level at all. I will be looking for long from here on, just in case we get. In fact, I would prefer to go long from here only. Once this gaps are filled, basically, I would like to go long in Nifty. So that's a small video for you guys. In case you like it, just let me know. Thank you.